My name is Shiloh, and welcome back to Minecraft Temples 100 Days. We're on part 16 of the series, and this time I'm not confusing the days. So without further ado, let's begin with day 46. And please note this intro was recorded after every day because I forgot to record it earlier, but just pretend that I didn't say that. Here we are, day 46, story day. Started with some aura farming since this is my second favorite male Minecraft skin. Just that eclipse moon on it. Beautiful. Anyways, just like the last two parts, I was doing some Ender Dragon practice fighting, but instead of doing the sword, bow, and blocking one in separate clips to make a day, I decided I would do it all in this one day since the second and third clip will be taking place in an entirely different area. A little shocking for sure, but you'll see why when I get to those clips. Anyway, so I was rapidly switching between this and started building as, I wanted to simulate the more cover space when all the Endermen are attacking you. And since carpet's in the way, I had to sort a lot of it to get a nice bit of ground to do this. And I'm pretty sure I was in as my bow shooting went way faster and was way more accurate. I get praying my practicing is paying off. Anyways, I checked my arrow count. I was gonna worry that I was gonna run out of arrows pretty fast, so I recollect the arrows and then went back to the sword, swinging, head in the back of it to try to more accurately represent where most people would attack the Ender Dragon when it's in that frozen phase, as well as putting in those subtle little shield blocks and pretending that these two were Enderman and save him a friend of mine in case, I'm beating Enderman with a friend, which has happened more than me defeated by itself, but not in this role. It's gonna be just by myself. Anyway, so I quickly ran back to my little cover thing and continue spraying this fake Ender Dragon with so much arrows. I could honestly make a piñata out of this. But I decided to switch back to the sword, constantly jumping, being more accurate, do a little victory dance as I killed it, beat it in the game. And just like the last two clips, I took its head as my ultimate reward, putting it on like a goofy fella, and doing a little twirl before I ended the clip, and boom! In the sunrise, I went to the stronghold and finish the end portal. Now, I know what you're thinking. I should be saving this for day 100, but here's the thing. I don't got any ideas for day 200 and beyond. So I'm going to be defeating every boss within these 100 days. So, as I head into the end portal, I realize, well, I can't fight it now. I'm just leaving that until the next part. What I can do is make this easier for myself by making like bridges or stairs to all of the end crystals, so that when I'm fighting it, I can just quickly run up through without a pumpkin head on, do not attract the Endermen with iron golems attacking them, and break the end crystals while having to avoid the Ender Dragon, which is constantly going to be hitting me, blah blah blah. So, as I was slowly building there, the idea of what I was going to do came to action, and I decided that staircases would be the best way. It's going to be a little dangerous, because if the Ender Dragon knocks me off, I could take massive fall damage, or just fall to the void, but it's a risk that's willing to go. So with slow falling potions, feather falling, it won't be that bad. I won't fall off to the edge or take fall damage, so it's a necessary risk. So anyways, I continue building, replacing, covering, and sometimes replacing some of this, I forgot what this is called to be honest, but I'm just calling it just end cheese with my sandstone to fit more in line with the Minecraft temples, while still keeping most of it because, I'm not breaking this entire thing because it was sandstone and crazy. And if I was doing this, I want to make sure I had a bit of breathing space so I can quickly run up here, because I'm very conscious about how I like jumping a lot in Minecraft, even though I hardly sprint jump these days to conserve my hunger. I still like to jump a lot when I'm in a bait or something because it just feels open. It feels nice. Being cramped just ain't it for me. Weird preference, I know. But anyways, after I made it up there, the Ender Dragon hit me. Now, it didn't do much damage, but I realized that this was going to be a little harder than I thought. but I preserved on, making the slow staircase to the first uh, tower while nearly looking at this Enderman's eye. Now, the staircase I was making here was very scuffed that I would later fix, but I was just trying to get here as quick as possible for the clip. Unfortunately, though, this Ender Dragon, while I blocked it, broke the hell. That damaged the shield a lot, and I nearly fall off. Anyways, I'll camera to do that and place a couple more. So for the last clip, nighttime, because I set it to that, I was building iron golems. Now I realized that they could only be formed of carved pumpkins, not regular pumpkins, which is quite weird. I don't know what's the difference between carved and regular besides it having eyeballs. But whatever. I decided to make as much iron golems as I could, realizing that if the ender dragon keeps hitting me, it's gonna destroy these iron blocks. I will have not as much as I wanted, but it's whatever. So I continue just doing it, constantly getting hit by the ender dragon. Okay, well, constantly is a stretch, but it did hit me a lot. Okay, that's still a stretch. It did hit me a couple of times. But after I realized that I wouldn't be able to make even 2 more irons, I did my minor cheats again to give myself more iron blocks to continue. Which, of course, like I said, as I said before, while you get at it, I'm not doing big cheats. I'm just cheating to finish what I was already doing, so it is not bad. But anyways, after I figured I put enough of iron golems, I quickly jumped to my death to go to sleep to begin the next day. And now day 47, base change day. For this, I was going to do a slight change to the roof because every other idea I had for this was way too big and really want to work out. Like, my first idea was to have like a wall, a sandstone wall around the entire base, but I had my proportions wrong. I had my directions all wrong. So the second idea was to then encase it all in some tilted glass, which all then I realized, holy hell, this would be 3 times as longer as all that orange glass I had to put down, and I'm not spending every part of temples just working on a giant glass box. That's insane for literally everyone. Luke the Notable might be insane enough to do it, but not me. So I decided to just make the roof look more wonky because why not? It's going to be a big enough change for the thumbnail anyways. It will show how my base is evolving. Even though I'm pretty sure it's devolving because instead of looking like a temple, it looks like a freaking circus house. With the vibes of Pride Month and Warriors. But, it's whatever. This is only for YouTube videos anyways. I'm never gonna make a base like this ever. My bases are just like simple 1-story or 2-story houses with maybe a basement inside. That's it. I've never. Oh. The idea was just, I mean, all I was just doing was really go straight line until I made some sort of pattern or whatever. I didn't really care what it looked like. I just needed the thumbnail to look different. And I didn't want to do something so drastic it would take multiple days, like the orange glass. So I did what I did here. Though I did sadly lost one of my brown terracotta. Oh, it's whatever. So after I finished that, I was running back, checking my clip time, and realized that, boy, it's time to go on the next one in the sunset. Time to waste some time doing nothing. But now in the sunset, I continue going. This time, this one had to be 2 because the wall back there is 2 as well. And honestly, 2 stuff always looks better than 1 stuff because it's just more of what you like. Though in this case, they all look the same anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But brown is in my name, so. And of course I'm black, which means my skin's brown too, so it all works. Don't be racist. Anyways, as I was going there, I had a sense of dread that I'd be attacked by a mob at any time. Because mobs really like to spawn on roofs when there's dark spots as big as a black hole. But I knew I would be fine because my shield is always up, so no mob would do damage to me, and it'd be easy to detect what mob it is. But still, that feeling was urging me as I continued going, watching videos, getting distracted like I do in so much of these parts. Hey, when you're not able to talk and your mic's muted, you gotta do something else to keep you entertained, because simple building like this, even though I thought of it, it does bore me too, you know? But at last, it's what Minecraft Temple is. People, Luke Notable did this a lot in his Minecraft Temples. He made it entertaining. I'm not as funny as him, but I do my best and throw in some small jokes here and there that probably won't stick, but with enough with enough with enough God, I can't say the word. Whatever. There's enough with enough actually screw it with enough energy drinks you could do anything in the world of kids. Just don't consume so much, or otherwise you look like a druggie who've been beaten up by a clown. Anyways, in the night, in last clip, sped up because this was really long. I go back to the one style for the last little, I don't know what to call it. This one, though, required me to do some landscaping, removing this little bit of a terracotta so I can continue. Fast Endeavor connecting it to the second, the middle pillar thing. Before I went to upside right to go back to my one way. Get touching and seeing a creeper right there, and seeing some husk. Knowing that my sensor trade was right. Anyways, I cleared out this one husk pretty fast, and realized I should probably connect this thing. So I measured to see if I was in the middle and was going. And surprisingly, for the first time I think in this series, I measured correctly first attempt. A small, feeble accomplishment, but just like the prototype, I'll take anything connected to me. So anyways, after I did that, it was time for the clip to end, so I jumped down my little pond water, which I'm glad. Oh, I had an idea to cover it up, but I realized that would probably be bad if I needed to jump down somewhere. So, knowing there was too much mobs nearby, I went down to my cave bed to sleep to do the next day. Day 48. Combat day. Now to deal with the spider eating the apple to prepare myself for the fight. I ran inside, and this time I wanted to test out my Ender Dragon sword. My sharpness 4 sword, to see just how fast I can kill all these mobs, which will give me some data on how fast I can kill the Ender Dragon. And oh my god, I was killing them fast. They were digging up me like crazy as expected. Well, imagine their sword. What would take normally like 5 or maybe 6 hits took at most 3 hits. As most of a lot of my hits were critical hits, so for some of these mobs, it only took like 2 hits to kill the best of them. My health barely went down. Sure, I was getting poisoned a lot, but since poison doesn't kill you, I'm never worried about it. So after the poison wore off, I beat all these mobs in under a minute. What would take me literally 2 minutes for any other part with my sharpness 1 sword took under a minute with this sharpness 4 sword. Meaning that, there's a fact, if I ever discover my sharpness 1 sword, it'd probably take 5 to 6 minutes at most to do it. Longest being 8. But with the sharpness 4 sword, at most, probably only 5 minutes. And that's insane. I've never beaten a dragon that fast. Even when I'm cheating, I've never beat it that fast. Unless I do slash kill everything, which I barely do for the Enderman, because I'm not trying to kill all the Enderman, the blocks and stuff. Anyways, though, I had to go back to my usual ways of the last day. Search around for any enemies I can. Luckily, this was just pretty easy. And I decided this time to finally bring the bow in the mix just a bit more. To be honest, I should have tested out my Enter Dragon bows, but it's whatever. And for this, I think like third time in this series, I fought some Endermen. Not worried, but these ones, the Endermen took 4 hits to beat, and also they were really loud. But it's expected. And to be expected, this Enderman dodged my arrow. I not surprised, but it is kind of sad that the Ender Dragon can't dodge arrows, but the Enderman can. It's whatever though. So after finally getting enough time, I was ran back to my base, happy how powerful my sword is, and went to sleep to end the day, end the part, and end the excitement
That's
for
the
a
end of
little
Minecraft
bit.
Temples Part 16. One part away before I defeat and slay the Ender Dragon. Hope you enjoyed this part of Minecraft Temples. If you could subscribe, like, bell, come on notify, go on everything in the description. And I'll see y'all next part and next time. Peace.